The following podcast is non-profit and is based on the IGCSE history curriculum. Hello again. In this episode, I'll be discussing the continuing political and economic problems in Weimar Germany, and giving an overview of whether the Weimar Republic recovered between 1924 and 1929. In Weimar Germany, there were continuing political problems. Due to political representation, extremist parties, such as the Nazis, were able to get seats in the Reichstag. The Locarno Treaty may have addressed many of Germany's borders. However, its borders with countries in Eastern Europe had not been settled. There were also many economic problems. One problem was farmers' wages falling dramatically as the agricultural industry did not improve. Secondly, the Dawes Plan, American loans, left the German economy hanging by a very thin thread, as they could be recalled at any time. In addition, Germany was losing money each year as it was spending more money on importing products than it was earning through exports, and the government expenditure was higher than the amount received in taxes. Furthermore, there was a loss of poverty as the unemployment rate rose to 1.9 million people. This not only meant individuals did not earn money, but it meant Germany was earning less. Now for the overview. To what extent did the Weimar Republic recover between 1924 and 1929? On the one hand, the Weimar Republic had recovered between 1924 and 1929. Firstly, as a result of the Dawes Plan, Germany was able to pay off some of their reparations, as they were given loans from America. Secondly, Stresemann helped to solve hyperinflation. He reduced government spending by letting government workers that were no longer needed go, and reduced the salaries of those that were kept. He also created a new currency called the Rentenmark, which helped to knock off the noughts of the value of the German currency. Finally, there was a cultural change. People were much more liberal, and were free to express their views, and homosexuality was accepted much more. This helped the Republic because people felt safer with their personalities and views. On the other hand, the Weimar Republic did not recover in the period of 1924 to 1929. Firstly, the Weimar government relied too heavily on loans from the US. As the loans could be recalled at any time, the economy was very fragile. If the loans were recalled, the currency would become almost worthless, and people would lose savings as the economy collapsed. Secondly, there was more poverty. This is likely related to the increase in unemployment as people earned less money. By 1929, the unemployment rate had risen from 1.3 to 1.9 million. This showed the Republic's weakness in the employment sector. Thirdly, politics had many problems. Due to the democratic proportional representation, extremist parties, like the Nazis, were able to get seats on the Reichstag. Therefore, the parties in the Reichstag would often disagree with each other, and it was difficult to make decisions. Finally, some German citizens did not support the cultural changes of the Weimar period, as they supported the Kaiser and had nationalist views. They would often protest about cultural changes. I hope this short episode helped. If you would like to read some more revision material, you can use the link in the description of this podcast and browse my website for some notes on topics ranging from the Weimar Republic to Nazi Germany. Later on, I will also be adding some notes on the Cold War and even later on events in the Gulf. Please also consider rating this podcast or submitting comments and suggestions in the Google form linked in the description. Thank you for listening, and stay healthy. This is the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening.